doctor, what do you have to do? You have to prepare. You have to go to school. You have to get the tools that you need to get there, right? You have to study. You have to be there and listen and get mentors and do what you need to do to get to that place. Okay, that's what we have to do daily. We have to study. We have to read His Word. We have to quote His Word. I mean, I'm talking about having faith in God. So walking by faith. If God has said that you can have something, you can have it. You can. Just prepare. Say, okay, all right, God says I'm going to do this. Okay, that means that I may need to go get training to find out how to do it. Or go find mentors to find out, how do I do this? You know, I mean, submit, be humble, allow yourself to be teachable. That, you know, you submit yourself to someone, let them mentor you to get you to that place. You know, we're talking about walking by faith, believing, trusting, having confidence in what He said. All these words, enduring what is going on. It may seem opposite of what God has said to you, but you have to trust. You have to believe that God is who He said He is, and that He will do what He said He will do. If I say nothing else to you, if I give you not another nugget, please hear that. You have to believe that He is, that the Father is faithful. You have to have confidence in His Word. And then sometimes you have to screen the voices that you're hearing. You can't let sometimes God will give you such a dream that seems so big. I understand that. And you'll be like, who, me? You talking to me? Yes, He's talking to you. And so that means, again, prepare. Maybe your circle of friends or where you are right then won't get you to that place. Sometimes, I've said it before, I say it again, you have to find new friends. Sometimes you have to move to another place, another city. Sometimes you may have to get another job. You have to be careful of the voices that is speaking to you in your ear. You know, God didn't give everyone the vision or the dream that He gave you. He gave it to you. So other people may not understand what you're doing or what you're saying. But if you know that God has said something to you, have said for you to do a certain thing, or that this certain thing is going to happen, trust it, believe it, walk toward it. You know, screen the voices. Don't allow everyone. Sometimes you can't even tell everyone what God has said to you. Now that right there, that's very important. Not everyone is going to see it the way you see it. Not everyone is going to believe the way you believe. So you have to be careful who you share what God has said to you, because He said that to you. So live according to the truth. Okay, I said earlier that you have to believe that God who is who He said He is. You have to diligently seek Him, read His Word. And this one thing, our society right now want our young people to think that there's no consequences for your actions and your reactions. That you can do what you want to do, and you know, all is well. But honestly, that's not real life. And you gotta find out who you are in God. You have to find out the truth for yourself. Right now, I'm talking to believers. Honestly, you know, I said to you earlier, Jesus came and He bled and He died for us and our sins. That the situation that we're in, it don't have to stay like that. If you, you know, and then again, don't get me wrong, life can be good. But if you get into the principles of God, you find out what His Word says and who you are and the plans that He has for you, life can be better. I'm very happy right now with things that God is showing me, and doors that He's opening for me, and new roads that he have me going on, honestly, I he's blowing my mind. I never would have suspected that I will be doing some of the things that I'm doing right now. But I'm doing it because he told me to. And I know that he is a rewarder of those who seek him, those who obey him. And I trust him because he have brought me through some things that I know I trusted him then. I can trust him now. So, and it have always turned out for my good. So I'm excited about the road that he have me on right now. And it may be uncomfortable. It is really not easy for me to sit here and share my testimony a lot, or just talk about the Lord, because for I'm an intercessor. I like to sit, back there in the corner and just let God tell me who to pray for and what to pray. And I do that and I walk away. But he's not allowing me to do that no more. He wants me to come up front and to linger, stay, and do what he's telling me to do. I do. God have brought me through a lot of places. He done some great things for me and my family. And I can sit here and I can say, I'm happy. I'm having to get some boldness about me now, and sitting here and having a radio station and praying around the world, having friends that are coming alongside me, and, we're praying for God's people. It's amazing. I wouldn't take anything from my journey right now. So we're talking about walking by faith. And this is truly for me a faith journey. So, don't allow society or the world to tell you that there is no God, that there is no consequences. That is something that you need to find out for yourself. Each and every individual is going to stand before God. You need to understand that he is real. Study the word for yourself. Don't let anyone tell you, someone else who said they found out that, there is no God. This is a life and death consequence. You need to find out for yourself. What do you believe? Because you're not going to be able to stand before the Father and say, well, they told me, they said. He's not, you can't do that, because you know why? Every day you get up, his mercies are new every day. He's a good, good Father. And so he wants you to know him for yourself. Don't waste your time. Don't waste your life going by what others say. Not even me, because when I tell you that God have brought me on a long journey, not always easy. Sometimes it was just downright hard. But I sit here today and tell you, I'm so glad that I went on that journey, and that this new journey that he have me on right now, I'm so glad that I'm trusting him, and I'm walking by faith, and I'm trusting his character to know that if he have told me to do something, that he got me, that he's going to keep me, that he's going to provide for me. I have no doubt in my mind, because God has shown himself faithful to me. And I hope you hear me tonight. Don't allow everyone to get in your ears and tell you who they say God is. Find out for yourself. Find out what Jesus did on the cross for you, and that through him you can do all things. Through him you are victorious. Through him your mercies are new. Just through him, he will protect you and keep you. And God is a rewarder of those who diligently seek him. That is his word. And he is not slothful on his promises. Use his word. Remind him of his word. Remind him what he said to you. Don't take back from that. This is his word. He gave it to you for a reason. Use it. And you will find yourself, when you're walking by faith, you believe in his word, you're trusting his word, you're trusting his character, you're living in the confidence of the things that He has said, you will find yourself walking in a wide place, in a victorious place. And you'll be, wow, how did I get here? Because He's a good, good Father. He has a plan and a purpose for each and every one of our life. And I say that with no hesitation. He has a plan for your life. So read your word. Get in and find out who He says you are. Don't allow people to tell you who they think you are. Read your word. And remember I said, walking by faith. Don't always let the people get in your ear. The different voices that tell you, well, God didn't say that to you. Why would He speak that to you? Well, if He's not talking to you, that's so sad for you, because God will talk to you. The Spirit of the living God will talk to you. And He will let you know what you should do, what you should not do, where you should go, where you should not go. This is dangerous. Stay away from this. This person does not mean good for you. They're not your friend. He will lead you and guide you into all truth. That is His purpose here on earth. So that is it, guys. I hope I've said something. Just remember, be careful of the voices that you hear, that you allow to speak into your life. Study your word. Believe, trust His character, what He said in His word, what He will do in your life. When you know that God has said something to you, hold on to it like a pit bull. Don't let nothing take that away from you.